Monday, week 1, July 1999. This is the go home show prior to the pay per view, which right now is titled In Your House. The past couple of weeks, we've seen Owen Hart challenge. We had Stone Cold be challenged a couple different times. Now, Owen Hart is the number one contender because he won King of the Ring. He will face Stone Cold at the pay per view, which is titled In Your House. Triple H and Rock have been going at it. Chris Candido and Umaga have been going at it. They cost each other the title match, their own title matches. The Ministry has been feuding with DX. By the Ministry, The Undertaker has been shown barely since we started TEW 2016, and we're really making his presentation special compared to others. He had a rare Raw match last week with X-Pac with an 85 rating, which I'm happy with. I expect more definitely going forward with those two. My two best in-ring performers, probably like two of my top five. We had X-Pac tell Kane that he didn't want his help in this match, that X-Pac wanted to do it on his own, and that proved to be unsuccessful. I'm just reading through here. Chris Jericho, the first hype package with Chris Jericho. That's going to be fun. It's pretty much, I didn't do it in depth because, it's a hype package. We're practically going to do the same way he debuted. And then hopefully, I don't know how we're gonna follow through with his debut following months, because he wasn't ready for WWE or WWF, and they weren't ready for him in a sense. So it's gonna be interesting with that. The Marvelous Ones and the Hardy Boys have been feuding. Val Venus, Lance Storm, Goldust, and D'Lo Brown have been going at it over the IC title. And then Taz and Hardcore Holly have been going at it. The good thing about having only one show a week is that, Stone Cold and Owen traded words, and 100 rating. That was it. They were in the first 10 minutes of the show, didn't come back. It's not too realistic, but I have 8 storylines. Actually, I have more. I have 8 storylines leading to a pay-per-view match, and I have 10 storylines overall. And 120 minutes, it's hard to have multiple segment, stories throughout the show. So I could improve upon that. I will improve upon that when we start SmackDown, which I am probably going to start negotiating this upcoming week of the game. So let's just start off the show with one of those modern segments where, Stone Cold is out there, then The Rock comes out, talks about his opponent, then Owen Hart comes out, and then Triple H comes out, and they agree to tag match later on. Now, I didn't use a script here because all these guys are quality microphone people, and all of them did well. JR and Jerry Lawler, a weak announcing job, but rating was 100, so unless you're perfect, that's not going to be the weakest part. Alright, so Triple H, Rock, and Stone Cold all looked fantastic, which is great. That really, that makes a lot of sense because these guys are known to do that stuff. They did it so much back then. Okay. Well, so we're going to see a tag match. Owen Hart and Triple H versus The Rock and Stone Cold, and there may be caveat added to that later. Right after that, we go to a triple threat match where Goldust versus D'Lo Brown versus Val Venus. They'd say it's for number one contendership for the Intercontinental title. We have one of those non-finishes at 10 minutes where it's just like Lance Storm, Matt Bloom come in, cause hell. No real winner, so the story would be that it's these three, one, and then we're going to add Lance Storm here. So it's Lance Storm versus Val Venus versus D'Lo Brown versus Goldust at the In Your House pay-per-view for the Intercontinental title. Lance Storm, these are the pinnacle of mid-card guys. I found a tag team last week with Goldust and Val Venus. There's going to be a new tag team kind of debuting tonight, and it's going to be fun. Here we have Taz and Bob Holly backstage fighting. Just two guys who, don't really need to focus too much on because it's a European title. So we just have Taz versus Bob Holly. I'm expecting mid-70s to low 80s for their match at In Your House. That might even be the opener. From there we go to Chris Candido. He goes up to Vince McMahon. They confront each other back and forth. I use one of his freestyle segments just because I try it out and see how we'd get rating with it. Wise, it was excellent. Yeah, so pretty much, Chris Candido gives it to Vince. He says, I want Umaga. Vince says, you can have him. And then, but Candido says, I want tonight. He's like, no. But he pauses and he goes, you know what? You can have him. You can team up with Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, and Umaga team up with Triple H and Owen Hart. and it'll be a 6-man tag match for our main event. Chris wouldn't be happy because he's teaming with Stone Cold and The Rock, who Chris is still a heel, practically booking him as a anti-hero face. Vince is he's not directly feuding with Stone Cold as much as he's pulling the strings, and I think that's a different element in that feud that it's easier to do for me on here instead of having, the cement truck, the monster truck, all these like different vehicles and stuff. There's only so much you can do with that. I mean, we did the beer bash, we did a couple different things. We could do it because this feud is going to go on for a while. Definitely McMahon Austin, not this particular feud. From there, we go to Godfather versus D'Lo Brown, wow, that was incredibly racist, I guess. Devon Dudley. Devon picks up the win here following Bubba Ray interference, but they're Team 3D setting up a table, put Godfather through when Mark Henry runs in, makes a save, and helps the Godfather, and doesn't let him and saves him. Excuse me. So Mark Henry and Godfather have good team chemistry, so I'm gonna put them together. We have the Pimp and we have Sexual Chocolate, which Mark Henry didn't do yet, so I figured that'd be cool thing to do with that. We have the Sexual Chocolate and Pimp. I think they teamed a little bit back in the day. I mean, Mark Henry started off with the Godfather Nation Domination, so it's a callback to that even. From there we go to X-Pac. He calls out Undertaker. Wow, another hell of a rating. I'm sorry, but yeah, X-Pac calls out Undertaker. He says, I want a match versus you. Last week was bullshit. I should have won. I'm the better man, you know it. Undertaker says, no, you don't get to fight me again. Actually, you get to fight me again, but it's in my match. My stipulation is a casket match. X-Pac accepts. So it's going to be Undertaker versus X-Pac in a casket match at In Your House. And then also we're going to have Road Dogg Batista and Kane versus The Brood. Also contending the Hardys accept the Marvelous Ones challenge from a week ago. And then right after that, Sable comes out, and then Marvelous Ones come from the crowd and just beat up the Hardys. The Hardys, they're not going to get over with angles as much as they're going to get over at the matches and death-defying stunts as they were in real life. And then once again, hyping video package, Jericho hyping the video hyping the debut of Chris Jericho. Here we go, just a throwaway match with William Regal and Rikishi. William Regal picks up the win in 8 minutes with the Regal stretch. Pretty much just a way to, have a mid-card match, try out chemistry here and so forth. No real particular reason. Here we have Kane attacking Farouk backstage, and then he attacks Bradshaw. And, once again, APA beat up Kane, so Kane's getting a little revenge right there. And then we go Road Dogg Batista versus Edge and Christian. Abyss runs in, attacks Rabid Dog. Kane runs in, attacks Edge and Christian. And I believe we have Kane putting Edge through the table. With, once again, Edge Sacrificial Lamb. He's like the best entertainer of the bunch besides Undertaker. And we're just going to have him be the sacrificial lamb there for Kane to look strong. From there we have Owen Hart talking shit on Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Chris Candido, and Manga. He says, you know what, Stone Cold, I'm coming for the title. Triple H, you better stay out of my way tonight. Same with you, Manga, if you even understand me. And then, The Rock, I don't give a shit about you. And just so forth like that. Just a generic heel promo. Owen would add his own spin to it, I would assume, because, he was master. And then we get to our 6-man tag. Has 21 minutes. I'm expecting a mid-80 rating. Okay, I'm happy with that. Umago's the weak link. Let's see. 75, 88, 94. 100 from Stone Cold, 90, 94. Also, Triple H and Chris Candido, same in-ring performance rating. The Rock wasn't as high. And Owen Hart wasn't as high. I think that's interesting. Stone Cold's perfect. But pretty much, this ended in DQ. One of the heels got DQ'd by, beating up the faces and Chris Candido. So pretty much Owen, low blowed Stone Cold or something like that, and it got caught. Just a throwaway ending, so there's no real winner or loser, because that would happen a lot and back in the day with go-home shows. Because big Triple H and, some heel versus Undertaker, and or, it'd be Triple H, Kurt Angle versus Rock, Austin, so forth. And then that's how we end the show. Hell of a show throughout. No real extremely dim parts. I mean, the Chris Jericho video package isn't high rating, but I think people would get in that. The Hardy Boys right here, segments 8, 9, 10, not so high, but that's fine. We're building future stars and so forth. Alright, so it's episode 169. It is 75 WWE, 28 WCW. I didn't go back and look at the old ones added up. Just never got there yet. There's John Layfield, aka Bradshaw. Oh, Mark Curtis. We need him. He's actually a good ref. Oh, nope. I lied. I thought he was better. Alright, so we beat WCW again. Kevin Nash, Ric Flair have an average match. Should have more. The Macho Men. Dean Malenko gets some rare action. Scott Hall defeats Elix Skipper in a pretty good match. And then Booker T defeated Hugh Morris. Alright, we need to find something out. Alright. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Huh. Okay, I don't even have much to say about that. Then Rey Mysterio Jr. and Alex Wright. Ray is ridiculously good. I can't wait to bring him in. Because, like I said before a million times, plan on bringing this in a lot. So let's update this. And the next episode will be 170, so I'll change that now. Well, that's crazy. I'm really enjoying the series a lot. Save it. Okay, let's look at that. Undertaker opinion. Bradshaw's a natural talker. Is he? I mean, 66s, but he's still young. Pretty damn good in the ring. I never noticed that. And his overness took a dip in the past couple weeks because I've been not jobbing him out, but having to lose and so forth. But they can build right back up. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Seems like we're always getting 12-minute range. I hope that's not too long. If it is, let me know. I'll try to short it down. I like being around 8 to 10 minutes, but I mean, we're so far in the series, the episodes are naturally gonna get longer. And when I do SmackDown, I think I'm just gonna be separate, like have them be separate. I don't know. I might just have SmackDown film Tuesday, so we just I'd pause it, go book SmackDown. We just do the same thing over again. So if we do SmackDown, it could be 20-minute episodes, or it could be 2 separate episodes of Raw and SmackDown. I have yet to decide. So thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone has